It is official, cricket is going to be a part of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. It is a historic feat for the sport, and we at Revsportz have been breaking this story since March 2023. How incredible! We had the foresight, no one else had it. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, we've been actually reporting this from March, like you said, and the fact is because the IOC president met Casey Wasserman last year. Last year in Eugene during the World Athletics Championship is when the first discussion happened between the International Olympic Committee president and the LA 28 organizer. Interestingly, our own Mithali Raj was part of the original bid team that presented to the LA committee members about the inclusion of cricket. This has to be an Indian endeavor. You know, Mrs. Ambani has also released a statement, we put that out, but congratulations to everyone involved. From Jai Shah to the cricket establishment, to Mithali, to the International Cricket Council, to Mrs. Ambani, to everybody involved in the ecosystem, women and men. Since then, this has sort of evolved. March, April is when we were first told that this is happening. Because before that, if you see in January, there were newspaper reports that there's no chance for cricket. So if I break it down, one, the Indian cricket establishment backed it. Jai Shah became the person who came in and started pushing it on behalf of the ICC. Two, most important was, you know, Mrs. Ambani and the Indian cricket fraternity. She was IOC member, and that push happened. The International Olympic Committee needed to come to India. Because of the IOC session, they know this is a fabulous global market. They needed to come to the global south. The footprint had to expand. Everything fitted. And now, huge announcement, not simply cricket, but also for squash.
How incredible is that? India is truly heading towards a more multinational sports. It's always been cricket. But now we're looking at squash as well. And now with PM Modi's announcement yesterday that he will be trying all his might, all that he can to get the Olympics 2036 to India.
That's a massive movement. I mean, you know, with cricket, and we are saying it again, as Gargi just said, cricket now formally part of LA. We had broken this last week. Cricket formally part of LA, squash formally part of LA. Prime Minister Modi made the announcement not simply about the inclusion, I mean the bid for 2036, he also said about the Youth Olympic Games in 2029.
Yes.
That's very important because the Youth Olympic Games will set the tone for 2036, but cricket, this will expand the IOC's footprint. The value, 20 times it will go up. The television revenue from Olympics, which is now at what? A paltry 250-300 crores, will now become 5,000, 6,000 crores. That's the next step. We should also say that the ICC had said 6 teams. That's what the ICC's presentation was all about. Again, something we had reported in May. We had reported that it was a 6-team competition, supposed to be in LA. We can also tell you that next year in New York, will be that 34,000-seater makeshift stadium during the Cricket T20 World Cup. Massive moment. I mean, United States cricket and now the MLC and people like Satya Nadella and some of them backing it. What a moment for the sport this is.
Yeah, exactly. And since we're looking at cricket in the recent times, it has been about franchise cricket more, where we were looking at that players were foregoing their national contracts to play franchise leagues all around the world, smaller format, more money, all of that. But now that it is being included in the 2028 Olympics, does this bring back the prestige of international cricket?
Of course it does. I mean, look, so far you were talking about, okay, 10 countries. All of a sudden, you're going to play for a gold medal. When a Smriti Mandana steps up there, she's going to play for that gold medal. A Shubman Gill will play for an Olympics gold medal. Maybe a Virat Kohli, who knows? Virat Kohli will push his body to want that Olympic medal around his neck. This is a different ballgame. Roger Federer, still if you go and ask Roger Federer, and by the way, I've got Joshna Chinappa on call here, I would have loved to get a reaction on this. We will get you reactions from all these athletes. But the fact is that Joshna Chinappa, Saurabh Ghoshal, any of these players, Olympian, is a different ballgame. Roger Federer has not won a singles medal, a gold medal, but he's won a doubles medal with Stan Wawrinka, and that means the world to him. This is a very, very, how do I put it, massive moment for sport.
Absolutely. And one last question before we wrap up is that before the inclusion was was announced, it was the committee was also looking at the Asian Games sort of feedback, what kind of success that the Asian Games had when it comes to cricket. What do you think really pushed them towards that?
That's a good question, because India originally, if you remember, did not want to send a cricket team. And then the BCCI, and if India did not send a cricket team, the signal would have been, oh, you guys don't take multinational games seriously, only your World Cup. So the team that went, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ruturaj Gaikwad, that was and our colleagues Trisha and Rohan covered it in Hangzhou. It was a solid team, the Indian men's team, and the women's team was the full side. It was the full team that went to China, making a statement on behalf of the BCCI. So cricket there, in terms of value, in terms of whatever, from now on, folks, get your things to LA. I mean, it's a bucket list. Cricket will be played as part of the 2028 Olympics. Can't wait.
Absolutely. We're super pumped with the announcement, and we're going to bring you a lot more reactions from all around the world. Stay tuned to Revsportz and tap the bell icon and subscribe to the YouTube channel.